I don't care what people are telling you. When it comes to the Bamboo Lab A1 and probably the A1 Mini as well, I don't think it's the best choice for a print farm. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to using one of these as like the best beginner printer, I think it is by far the best option out there. Their fully enclosed walled garden system they have now with the filaments that auto recognize everything else that's going on with Bamboo Labs makes it perfect for the beginner printer. All right, someone just looking to get into the hobby, maybe having one or two printers, something like that. But if you want to have a print farm and you want to start seriously, getting some of this stuff going here, I don't think it's the one for you unless you meet a few criteria. But first, let me tell you about what I don't like about it, why it doesn't work for me. First off, if you have the AMS, it takes up a ton of room, okay? If you have it by the side, you got to have it in such a way, unless you get extension tubes and you can move it further away, otherwise it's going to get pulled into the printer. You could print this thing here to top mount it like I have, which is nice, unless you want to change the filament on the back. It's gotten to the point where it's easier for me just to take the whole spool thing off. Try to get it out of those filament holders and get it up there. It's just a royal pain in the backside. Luckily, I really only need to run 3 spools, but it'd be nice to run 4 and have auto, because I'm running a two color print here. If you're running single color, then great. I'm sure you're doing fine. But if you're running multicolor, and I think you should, because if you run single colors, no matter how good your print looks, it's gonna look cheap. And if you want to make money and you're running a print farm, I'm guessing you want to make money. If you want to do that, then you want it to look premium. You want to sell a premium product at a premium price. You're a small scale manufacturer. You're not going to be able to compete with the big guys churning stuff out of China. You have to hit that higher end price point with a premium product, and you're not going to do that in single color. Have I mentioned how much they shake? These are bed slingers. That's a lot of mass going back and forth. It's, right now they're not in the, well, you can see it wobbly there, not in the worst print cycle right now. But when these two get going, especially when they line up, this table, well, there it goes. This table will rock. And I've had issues with the homing when one starts while the other one's in its thing. I can do isolation. I can go and buy some pavers and then put some foam under. I don't have to do that. I have 3 of these right here, right next to each other, printing away. Never have a problem with them. Why should I have to go out and do all these mods and stuff to make my budget machines work when for a few bucks more, I can get a fully enclosed system that can print way more different styles. It's got an enclosed AMS that has full humidity control on it. And that's the thing I see when I see a bunch of print farms with these and the minis. They all seem to be doing really small single color items in PLA. And if that's all you're doing, if that's your jam and it works for you, then it works for you. But I think for most people, if you want to reach that maximum value, the maximum profit margin per hour of print, you got to be printing a premium product. You can't be printing flexi dragons and whatnot. You got to print stuff that people want, that they desire, that they need, and that looks valuable. Look at Apple. That's how Apple did this. When they started doing the packaging with the iPhones, you open it up and it's like this presentation kind of thing. You've got to reach for that if you want to hit real scalability and real profitability, even at a small level. At the end of the day, you got to think about your ROI. This is an entry-level machine. How many hours are you going to get out of it? What's the maintenance going to be like? What's it like the man hours trying to wrestle that thing to change the filaments? Or if you have it on the side, how much are you paying for that extra storage space? Versus something like this, fully enclosed, ready to go. They just work. I don't have to do anything to them. I never have to worry about homing issues on them. I never have to worry about vibration, anything else, because they never set up a harmonics kind of issue where the table starts trying to walk away or anything like that. I will say again, I think the A1 and the A1 Mini are fantastic 3D printers. For the entry-level hobbyist, or even the hobbyist who wants to expand some of the stuff they're doing, I think it's great. But if you were trying to make money with your print farm, or in my case, my print ranch, you got to look at what your long-term ROI is. That's why, and for full disclosure, Bamboo Labs sent me those two A1 Minis. They also sent me the X1C. Great company. I highly recommend them, which is why I bought two of the P1S. Now, I know they recently launched or announced the P2S, but here in the States, we can't get it yet. In fact, we're probably going to be months and months away from it. I doubt if it'll be here before the end of the year. Even if it is, right now, these are on sale for $100 off, which is why I just bought 3 more. Because the ROI, and I did the math, Excel spreadsheets are your friend. I did the math. At the discounted price that these are selling at now, they will pay for themselves by the time the P2S ships. That is business, all right? You got to think about the long run and what's going to happen. Nice color screen, great, but I've got my cell phone, which is why I don't care that it's got a terrible screen. And let's be honest, it's a terrible screen. I heard people saying, oh, the screen's not so bad. The screen's awful on the P1S. But I've got the Bamboo Handy app for this one right here. I even printed a holder for the phone. Cord's gonna go right up through there, down in there, get plugged in, always be running. Got one of my old phones I no longer use, and it's gonna sit right there. And who needs a better screen when I have a cell phone right there? Remember, folks, these are tools for doing a job, all right? And not every tool is a hammer. Not every job needs a hammer. Use the right tool that works for you. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. If you like what we do, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.